Well, that looked fun, didn't it? What was it? Well, that was a Sonic the Hedgehog Char-G, as they called him in the adverts. Do you remember these? They came out around the early 90s, I think it was 1990, that they became really popular. They were tiny little remote control cars that you charged up via batteries, and you could let them go crazy all around the floor for about 10-15 minutes or so before you needed to recharge them. They were great fun, and they made a Sonic themed one, because this was when he had the tagline, "The Hedgehog with Attitude," and nothing says more attitude than a hedgehog holding a remote control for his very own remote control car. Well, let's have a look at the box. Really nice packaging, really like the packaging on this one. Classic logo, Char-G, as it said on the advert. Back of the box, nothing really interesting. These are pretty much the instructions for it, how you use it. Warning notice, high-tech precision engineering, radio controlled. Wow. And basically saying that it can't race against other Sonic Char-Gs. There we are. Let's have a look inside. This is an extremely old packaging, so it's not aged that great. I can't remember what used to go there. I don't know if I think it used to be some fold-out instructions, but they were really basic. It literally just told you where the batteries go and how you charge the thing. This is the remote. It's a basic remote. That's to go forwards, and that's to turn. It didn't have a reverse gear on these things, but it's okay because you'll see why. And this is the actual Char-G itself. You got Sonic there driving, letting us know that he's driving. And I don't know why, but it had the number 2 on it. I'm guessing it might be to tie in with Sonic 2 maybe, but I don't know, I think number 1 would be better. And, oh yeah, attitude! Does your registration plate say attitude? No, it doesn't, does it? Should do. And of course, the green hill emblem things there become fire. And if you look closely, it says Char-G on the tyres, on the wheels. So, bottom of it, you've got on and off or charge. And to charge it up, what you did, you plugged this into there and held it down. I'm not going to do it because I've only just charged it up. You hold down those 2 buttons and both those lights would come on. And then once the green light went off, you were ready to play. So, I'll just show you a bit of it in action now on here. And turn it on. Hey. So, you've got forwards. Wow. And forwards. How do you go backwards? Like this. How awesome is that? This is how they did Char-Gs, and they were really fun. You could just they just had a turning, 360-degree turning button thing that you press to change direction. But it was really fun because eventually after a while you could practice with it and you'd know instantly when to let it go. It's been years now since I've played with one of these, so I'm really out of practice. But yeah, I'm getting the hang of it. Ooh, drive it off the table. But yeah, I'm getting the hang of it. They're also amazingly durable. I didn't own this one when I was growing up, but I owned a white one. And quite often when I was a kid, I'd drive it down the stairs, and the aerial never once broke. And I don't know why, but they would always fall like this, like bang, 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 bang. Like that. They would never go that way for some reason. So the aerials would never damage. I mean, this one's it's bent, but the reason why it's bent is because of how you store it in the box. But even then, it still works perfectly fine. So they were amazingly durable. My old Char-G, I would build little ramps for it, and I would drive them off the ramps, off tables, down the stairs. I have tried to see if my cat likes this at all, as you saw at the start. She just kind of stares at it, but I don't know, maybe she'll chase it around if I tied something to the back and drove it around. Anyway, let's do some shots of the Char-G going nuts. Yeah, my cat just doesn't care at all for this thing. So, that was my Sonic Char-G. Really hope you liked having a look at it. If you liked it, rate it, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.